So I go, how? And she tells me about the Olympics. So I run straight to my room with her. We're in the same hotel. And I go, show me this. So she pulls it up on YouTube. She comes down on wires at the opening ceremony.
Like the beginning of a Liberace show.
She was the most watched person on earth for fucking 2 minutes of her life.
You know what? Would you trade it?
So right there.
Those 2 minutes.
Just have sex with Eddie.
Yeah. You take your cock out in those 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'd get drunk. And
Yeah.
My brother was a sniper during that.
Oh yeah, you told me that, and he
Really?
said he said he could have taken out Nikki Webster.
He's on the roof. My brother's a cop, a weapons trainer guy, and he was there in case there was a Monica Sellers moment. And he had Eddie's 8-year-old girlfriend in his sights.
How great would it be when that guy got on the court to stab Monica Salish, whatever the hell, if some sniper took him out halfway up the baseline, just to see him drop. Like, we need more of that.
Yeah, you can't shoot people.
Yes, you can if they're going to attack you.
You can.
Did he have a knife or something?
Did he have a knife?
He fucking left the knife in her back.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, she could have sold that shit. Like, she could have been a knife salesman.
Okay, I gotcha. I guess he could
Stupid
then take her out
fucking
with a
joke.
sniper.
They're not all gems. So when do you go back to Australia?
Like 2 weeks.
All right. Fuck Bindi.
I'm in trouble. No, I'm not
Bindi
saying.
Irwin.
I got in so much trouble for making fun of Bindi.
Hello, mate.
If someone's going to have daddy issues.
I'm very precocious.
Because she was the reason he died. It was for her documentary. Normally he doesn't
I didn't
swim
know
with
that.
fishes. Yeah, it was,
I'm not saying.
She had her own show.
Now he's always
she had
swimming
her
with
own
the fishes.
show, and he was a
Luca
guest on it.
Brasi.
That was the equivalent of the dad who tried to catch the baseball and fucking died.
Hello.
Yeah, right. That was the same thing. And yeah, so she's got to have some issues.
Yeah,
She's cute as hell.
Oh, she's going to be great.
And you know, you should just show her Land Shark by Chevy Chase over and over again. Land Shark.
You know where?
My nickname for her would be Stingy.
Hey, that just reminds me. You know where I'm staying next week in Seattle?
Hold on, let me guess. I don't fucking.
Seattle hotel. Famous thing happened there. Nope.
Coffee.
Led Zeppelin.
Starbucks.
This is a horrible game.
Yeah, the mud shark. Do you know about this?
What?
They fucked a girl with a mud shark.
They fucked a girl
Google
with a
mud
fish?
shark and look at it.
So they go to the market.
They look at the mud shark and some guy goes, "This looks like a cock," and they go, "Let's get it." And they buy it and they fuck a groupie with the mud shark.
How big's a mud shark?
It's pretty big.
How big's its head?
Bigger than you.
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't. Now I do.
It looks like Curtis Martin's cock.
Curtis Martin? Nice. Number
I don't think
28.
that's so gross. It would be slippery and slimy and all that type of stuff. I don't think that's so weird.
Look, Robert Plant and Jimmy, it's not like, John
The
Paul
Stones
Jones
had that
is
Mars
holding it.
bar incident.
The Stones fuck someone with a Mars bar?
Yeah, with the Mars bar. That was what it led you to.
How old's Bindi now?
Oh, I don't keep in
Not
touch.
enough.
Really?
No, she wouldn't
No,
be that.
she's young.
15,
No, less than
maybe.
that. Less than that.
What are you talking about?
I got in a lot of trouble
Can
last year.
someone
I made
Google
fun of her on a
this,
TV
please?
show.
Hold on, I want to hear about Eddie Ifft.
If you go,
you deny it, but then every story you have, he's talking about whorehouses and fucking pissing on the bar and singing, and you go, I got in trouble last time. All your stories involve you getting in trouble. You're like
Without
a
the trouble.
hooligan.
He
but I
just
try
says
You
not
should have been in
to.
the Who.
Eddie's always got an excuse for his trouble as well. He didn't start it. It wasn't his fault. He just ended it by taking his shirt off.
Hold your mic close. He's going quick. So I take the shirt off.
That's Eddie's go-to move.
Yeah.
He takes his shirt
I did
off
it
when
once.
he's drunk.
I did it
and
one
he goes,
time.
He goes,
I don't know
I'm
why I
a
did it.
fighter.
I know why he did it. He saw it on Cops once. He thought it looked cool.
That's the Incredible Hulk is where he saw it.
You don't make me. So what happened with you and Bindi?
Fiona Lachlan, really funny Australian comedian that we're both friends
Who
with.
has a daughter called Bindi.
That's true, she does.
Yeah.
Come on.
And she's
What the
fuckable.
fuck is Bindi?
It's an Aussie name.
What it is Bindies. No, Bindies are
That's
Bindi
a Joey.
No, what they are is a Bindi eye is a little tiny thing that grows in the grass that like a weed that sticks into your foot because Australian grass sucks balls. But they've genetically modified it so Bindies have died out over the last decade.
Australian grass sucks balls.
Yeah, it sucks
What's that?
balls.
I don't know what that means.
Why
'Cause
does
it's all
it?
weedy and stuff. You can't walk on
it's
it
bad
with,
grass.
You can't walk on it with bare feet because it's
Yeah,
full of
yeah.
Bindies, and Bindies hurt your feet.
So why would you name your kid if there's something that hurts your fucking feet?
Because kids hurt your feet, don't they?
I
I don't know.
got a point. Yeah, I got a kid Bindi there, Yeah. So tell us
Fiona talked about slapping her around. her name came up because we were on some show with some faggy dude that
Now you're going to get in trouble
Now
for
you've
him?
got to fill in that Fiona's on and off again alcoholic of the furthest, and she's a friend of both of ours.
Fiona is the funniest woman, one of the funniest female comedians
Hysterical.
alive. She's done shows where they have to pay the entire audience, give them their money back because she's so shit-faced. She's repeating
She did
all her
one
material.
show where she was talking about her sobriety, where she had a therapist chair, where every now and again she'd go into the therapist chair and act out that she was in therapy. There's 2,000 people in the audience. Fiona lays down in the chair, falls asleep, right? For fucking like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Where she's asleep, right? We had the same manager and I'm friends with Fiona. I've heard it from her
Greg
and
Vincent.
right? No. And so
Ruben
this is
Kincaid.
my straight man. So what happens is
Nothing?
she falls asleep. An audience member gets up on the stage, sort of goes, "Are you all right?" And she goes, "You can all fuck off!" And they all let her sleep, and they just walk out of the theater.
It's very Andy Kaufman.
She's very Catholic. She's got like 5 or 6 or 7, so many kids she can't even remember.
All named Bindi.
She was on Dancing with the Stars and she showed up drunk.
She lost
She's
one of her
awesome.
kids in the liquor store. Just lost him. Got in the car and drove home and forgot that she left one of her kids in the liquor store.
I love it.
She is.
So she fell asleep on stage, but, Dick Shawn, you know him?
No.
He was in The Producers, Springtime for Hitler.
Yeah.
He had a Broadway show, and in the intermission, he would just take a little nap on the stage. And then the second act, I think, started with him laying on a park bench, laying down like with the newspaper over his face.
Yeah.
And a stagehand would, he just somehow had this magical power to wake up when the curtain came up. And he fucking died on stage. And his son, Dick Shawn, he died on stage on Broadway. And then his son happened to be at that show, and the audience is like going titter, titter, like laughing, like this is kind of uncomfortable. And his son finally stands up and goes, "This is not part of the show." But it's a comedy.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you saw Colin Quinn.
Well, Tommy Cooper died on stage, who's a very famous British comic, who was one of these guys who sort of, he did magic, and then it was sort of wrong, and everyone could see what he was doing. and he wore a fez hat.
Yeah.
Very, very...
Chips Cooney.
Very, very famous. I don't know who Chips Cooney is.
It's one of Otto and George's underlings.
All right.
One of the funniest 5 minutes
Picture
of
Otto
comedy
and
you'll ever
George.
see.
Now picture guys that are underlings to Otto and George.
Right.
A magician
Best 5 minutes of
that he
comedy
does
you'll ever
that
see.
he does coke with.
Well, so Tommy Cooper dies.
Yeah,
and
it's
he
type
sort of
5.
went, oh. And then he really famous guy. He fucking just passed on stage. Everyone thought it was a joke, right? And then the next comic fucking just comes out to do, this is a TV gig, right? The next...
What happened to why don't we take a...
No,
when
no,
Crispin
no.
Glover karate kicked Letterman's face.
It's the BBC, there's no commercials. You got to keep going.
Oh, because it's owned by the government because you're fucking socialists.
Right?
It's like Tommy Chong with diarrhea.
So
my
the next
God.
comic comes out.
Shelby Chung
They
is diarrhea.
drag him back. But they don't drag him the whole way. The next comic's performing on stage, and his feet are still sticking out like the Wizard of Oz.
You got hit by a house.
Yeah. His feet are still sticking out.
Did anybody take his shoes?
Yeah, you can get it on YouTube somewhere, but it's Tommy Cooper, yeah. A hugely famous guy.
This is one of the best stories I've ever heard. They dragged him kind of upstage. But
They thought he was all the way, but his feet were still sticking out.
But then why doesn't the guy in the camera truck go, why don't we go to 2? Cut to 2?
You're pretty sure they're trying to resuscitate him because the feet are kicking a little.
I gotta see this. Is there footage of this?
Yeah, I've seen it on TV, but
I can't believe Eddie Ifft is going to have sex with Bendy.
Tommy Cooper dies.
In a few years.
Tommy?
Tommy Cooper.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Did you ever host at colleges? They ever make you host an event like a talent show? Or
Always. The lip sync shows.
I hosted a talent show
Karaoke.
somewhere in Indiana, and one of the kids, their talent was they fought together. These two kids came out and did a choreographed sword fight. And I'm hosting the event.
got it?
I'm hosting the event,
His
and
own
all of a
fucking
sudden, one of the
magician's
kids
assistant
does
is laughing
like
like,
too
"Oh,
wrong of a
Tommy."
move, like the kid misses the block.
And that guy didn't go
The other
down
kid
like,
takes the sword and
this is a
fucking
pratfall.
stabs him
He
right in the
obviously
head.
died.
Blood starts squirting
He
everywhere.
died.
And he
It
just
was like
fucking- the sword
as
comes down
awkward
his
as
head.
Beyonce's
Gash right
pregnancy.
across the
He
blood squirting
flopped
everywhere.
in,
And
like
the
onto
kid
his
just
back,
kinda
and then he started
falls
convulsing
down,
a little bit.
and
But what are you
going to
do?
You're going to jump out of the crowd and go in there there like
rush
this kid off?
No, but the
They
audience,
I'm not- if I'm paying my ticket-
Tommy was so unpredictable. The audience are fucking lapping it up.
that
Like, here he goes.
I saw a guy miss a
Time
putt once
out.
on a golf course, and then another guy fucking like fainted over, and I was like, I thought it was like, he lost a bet or something, and he was like, oh fuck, and I'm like, that's a far way to go, to like show how pissed off you are about missing a putt, and then I sat there, I'm like, I think that guy's dead.
Was it on TV or was it
No, I was sitting. I had just finished playing the hole, and I'm sitting there watching. It was the 18th hole. I'm watching
golf.
guys come up, and
play
all
golf?
of a sudden, a woman jumps over the balcony and goes running down. And I was like, I better call 911. That guy's fucking dead. And sure enough, they said he was dead when he hit the ground. Like, it looked like he just fainted.
Do you play golf a lot?
No, I never.
I was
played.
on a plane where a guy died.
That was like one of the few. Yeah,
That
this is-
scares the shit
This is
out
a
of me.
funny
there was,
story.
There was still fucking 6 hours of flight left.
Were you over the ocean?
Yeah, yeah.
The ocean?
The guy fucking had a heart attack
in Pennsylvania?
His
next
wife
to
was
his
with
wife.
him.
Next to his wife, and then they were. Is there a doctor on the plane? There's a doctor on the plane, and doctors love that, don't they? They fucking.
Yeah.
I'm a foot doctor. Sorry, I'm no help. If there's any problems with feet, come back
Does
to
he
me.
have feet in his heart?
Yeah. So the guy fucking a few rows forward from me, fucking boom, 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 has a heart attack. Then his wife has to sit next to him for the next 6 hours.
And then I like when Arnold goes, "Don't wake my friend. He's dead tired." Is that Commando? So
That was
They
listen,
stuck, him in, they
at her
stuck the guy in the
best.
back.
Eddie Ifft fucked Alyssa Milano right after that movie
Oh,
wrapped.
I would have loved that.
She's the snapper of doom.
My agent's married to her.
Which one?
Dave Bullieri, one of my movie guys. They just had a kid together.
Every baseball player she slept with, career ended. She had the snapper of doom for a while. Brad Penny.
Well, he hasn't got me a movie lately. So.
And I don't have a career, so.
You guys have the same manager?
No, it's my
your
agent.
agent?
My agent is married to Alyssa Milano. Yeah.
Have you? It seems like I heard Don Herrera talking about it on Ron Bennington interviews that when you go, American audiences are way more ignorant and self-centered than when you go abroad. Like if I go to England, they know who Obama is. They know Dick Cheney shot someone in the face. But if a British comedian comes here and talks about the Prime Minister, we're like,
who's the Prime Minister right now?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I know John Major.
You're fucking. That's it. Like
It wasn't even the
15
last one.
years ago. You've just.
That's my
referenced
point.
David Cameron.
I think it's David Cameron, isn't it?
David Cameron. Yeah.
David Cameron, and he was
posh
the Union Party.
It's not a Union Party.
Which party did he run
He's
for?
a Tory.
He's a Tory?
Yeah.
You guys let a fucking Tory in? Is that good or bad?
No, the Tories are the posh cunts, and the Labor Party's the working class people.
But there was a third guy, a Labor Party guy, that almost stole that shit. I remember. I am a little more well-read.
Actually, I don't know this guy, but there's another party called the Lib Dems, and the Lib Dems no one ever thought they'd do any good, and they did really well, and so it's we've got two prime ministers.
What?
They got
That's
two
not true.
guys. Yeah, the two parties joined together, and they've
really?
They've got a coalition
In
England.
But see, you're Australian and you're talking English.
No, but I
lived
lived there
there.
for a long time, so I feel like I lived there for 8 years. Yeah.
What, Eddie? You got something?
Have you seen the Australian Prime Minister drinking the beer?
No.
That's the fucking best thing ever.
Let me tell you something. I did 4th of July. I did comedy for Pearl Harbor. All the troops, they have this thing, rim pack exercises.
When
where
you do it in a scuba tank,
I did.
'cause
And
they're
then
all dead under the ground.
no, but we
No.
visited those guys.
No, that's sad.
And there's Japanese tourists getting their picture taken
That's fucking
at the
weird.
Arizona Memorial.
That's
That'd be
weird.
like,
But they're feeling bad about it.
no, they're
No,
not. They're like,
They're
Hachi,
going,
kimchi,
congratulations.
take my picture.
They're going,
Rockets.
remember Hiroshima.
And that'd be like us, like a German guy going to like Auschwitz, like, peace.
Yeah, they do go to Auschwitz, though.
The Germans?
Yeah, of course they do. They feel better. It's in Poland.
But they don't get down on one knee and do like, throw two fingers up, like, what's up?
yeah, no,
And it's a bunch of Japanese people. And
they all stand like this. They fucking love
that's
it.
good. But the thing with the Arizona Memorial, like, you have to take a boat. It's in the middle of
I've done it. Yeah, I've
Pearl
gone out
Harbor.
there and seen it. Yeah,
And it's the most somber thing. There's still oil leaking
and there's
from
still
the
bodies in there or whatever.
when
They
guys-
never took the
this
bodies
is the coolest
out.
thing in the world. I know you know this and love this. When guys that survived that Pearl Harbor attack on the Arizona,
Ben Affleck.
when they die, Ben Affleck, for example, when he dies,
Got back in the
he'll
plane.
get cremated and they inter him. They put him back in so he can be with his brothers there. That's badass, man.
It's got to be turmoil, though. If you believe in ghosts, it's got to be bullshit.
Or it's a great fucking, like, woo ghost party.
We never had to go to war.
There's still segregation.
Yeah, we all got the die in our Hawaiian shirts. That's right. Like that's the nice thing about Pearl Harbor. They got to wear Hawaiian shirts when they died. They didn't have to be all caught up. You know what I mean? They're all smoking
It's unbelievable.
Cigars. Yeah.
And the Australians saved the day, and I'm going to tell you how.
Australia,
Always
we had the
did.
same thing happen to us like a week later in Darwin, and it's never fucking put in the history books.
It was in the Baz Luhrmann film.
It was in the movie, but before that movie, no one knew the fuck about it. As many people died.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all right. Relax.
Not
He's ready to
as
come
many
across
people?
the treadmill and hit me.
We're two of your one.
Yeah.
How are you burning your ab calories sitting on that
Not at
stupid
all.
ball?
Not
What
at
a
all.
jerk!
I'm
You
leaning.
look like an
Fucking
idiot.
leaning.
Why don't you just
Why
sit
did
on the
Australia
floor?
save
My
the day?
fucking abs of steel.
Because